Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free.
Well, you can
I
start
like
singing
peaches.
this early.
Well, I mean, Sanguine went to come up and puts a peach emoji out there in the chat, so I'm like, yeah, baby, give me some peaches. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you all had a wonderful day because I had a shitty afternoon. Why? Why would you wait? Are we 45? Fuck it. Oh, well. Oh, well. So much for that. I don't monetize the live streams anyway, so whatever.
Let's see who we can offend today.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm going to. Oh, well, let's see. I'm going to, considering we're going to be misogynist man baby pigs who don't like women in lead roles or directing Star Wars, regardless of how much they are so fucking unqualified for. It's just because there are women, because you need to reach into your pants, grab your cock, grab your balls, and it's going to be okay, fellas. Oh, I hate that fucker. How many brain cells did I sacrifice? Oh my God, Steve. I watched 3 episodes of Echo, but before we get into that, what's up, Axel? Welcome.
So
before we get into
to answer
that,
your question, Steve, he lost all of them.
I lost all the brain cells. That's why I do these live streams, so I can get them back. So I can try to reacquire them through ulterior means. Ulterior motives. But anyway, we're gonna do this because I hate this guy. What's up, Ark? No, not Grizzy. Oh no, I love Grizzy. No.
Who me?
No, not you. I love you. I love you, sweetheart. Don't ever go anywhere.
And who guy are you hating?
Oh, you'll see. You'll figure it out in just a heartbeat. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Oh God, this
damn it.
dude! Didn't you make a video about this already?
Yes, I did. But but here's the thing. I only got about 30 seconds into this video, and I had to turn it off because my brain was hurting. So
we can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars and live. We're all gonna fucking survive. Grow the.
Nobody gives a rat's ass that a woman. I know I said this in my video, but I'm going to say it again. Nobody cares that it's a woman directing Star Wars. Okay, I'm sorry.
I do.
We don't.
I care. Not really.
Why?
I really don't give a shit.
No, we don't.
I don't.
There have been some fantastic movies. In case you didn't know, there's this movie called American Psycho. People love American Psycho. You want to know what? It was directed by a woman. Nobody cares. Nobody criticized it. Nobody cares. We can take Star Wars being directed by a woman. Sure, yes, of course we can. But I want you to explain to me what her qualifications are as a documentarian.
Well, I mean, according to that reel I sent you, she has no qualifications.
She has no qualifications. She is not a filmmaker. And I'm going to try to bring that one up too, but let's continue. Maybe Grizzy has it in here.
Fuck up and nut up and shut up.
Anyone who has a problem with her, you deal with me.
So I'm sure by now you've all seen the comments from woke feminist activist director of the new Ray film, Sharmeen Abad Chenoy.
I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
I really.
Yay! Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you excited that this is the individual? This is the person. Okay, this is the person directing the next Star Wars movie. Okay, this is the person in charge of what should be a billion-dollar franchise. CM Punk once mentioned this on Monday Night Raw. He said, and this applies to Disney. Okay, he said Vince McMahon is a millionaire when he should be a billionaire. Okay, well, the Star Wars franchise is no longer worth billions. Okay, I do not believe it's worth billions anymore. If Disney tried to sell it, they wouldn't be able to get what they paid for it. And
No.
if you look at the movies, they haven't gotten their money back because
how much they pay for Star Wars?
I don't know. Somebody look it up. Fuck.
Because I mean, if you got to think about it, they bought the movies rights, right? Then they rebuilt a whole section of they built a whole new section of their park. or rebuilt. I don't know if they just painted it over, if they rebuilt, or they've added a new section. Then they made I'm sure, a multi-million-dollar hotel for that Star Cruise thing,
and closed it.
So the only
shut it down.
Only thing that they're possibly making money from is advertisement from Disney Plus, because now they're
which is losing subscribers. Disney Plus is losing them billions of. Disney Plus is losing them millions, if not billions, of dollars.
They made their money back, maybe with the movies. Steve said it was 4.5 billion.
Try again. No. You have to realize how much the movies cost to make. And sure, Force Awakens, I think, made 2.5 billion.
But each of the movies made $1 billion at least.
No,
and that's.
Oh, okay.
I'm not counting. I'm not
my
counting.
Brain is not fucking. I care so much I can't even remember the name of the damn movies. You're looking at easily $300 million. So double that, 600. Probably needed to clear $800 million to start making money. So sure, it made $2.5 billion, but that profit is only about $1.8 billion for the first movie. The second movie made even less money. The second movie barely hit $2 billion, costing about the same. So you're breaking $2 billion in profit. The last movie only made $1 billion. So probably didn't squeak by with
I'm not saying they were good, but they are also made the Solo movie. The
Solo lost money. No, Solo lost money.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to go to all the other movies that they had. Rogue One.
I'd have to check. I would have to check those out, but I don't think Rogue One didn't make $1 billion. I doubt it.
I feel like they made another movie.
They were supposed to. Rogue Squadron. That got shit.
Anyway,
canned.
Then there's all the merchandise and the lightsaber. Well, all the
official. Wait. You mean all the merchandise that ends up at Ollie's? Shelves and shelves. World Class Bullshitters makes videos every other week about the shelves and shelves and shelves of Star Wars merchandise at Ollie's.
It's usually the leftover characters that no one likes,
which is a vast majority of the sequel trilogy characters.
I'm just saying, but still, I think the only thing that makes them money at this point is lightsabers, with profits wise.
Oh, you mean like the Riva lightsaber on Hasbro Plus or Hasbro Pulse that got canceled because nobody cared, nobody wanted it? You mean that one?
Don't like those not knockoff, but because they're pretty high quality. But the high quality knockoff like Saber Forge, Ultra Saber, shit like that, don't they make more money than actual Disney because their sabers are affordable and better quality?
Like not giving money to Disney? I think, yeah, probably so.
How is Disney not striking them for that? All that?
It depends on what they're called.
They're called. They don't call them. They give them each individual names. They don't like. I think like so. Obi-Wan's a saber from the prequel trilogy. It's called the Guardian versus like Obi-Wan's saber.
It probably depends on how they look. I mean, honestly, I don't know, but they're doing something right.
They look just like the Star Wars sabers. They just call them different names.
That's something for someone's attorney went through that one. So let's get back to this nonsense.
Is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch?
And if you're on Twitter X, you may have already seen this Disney shill male feminist's reaction to the criticism she's received.
Oh, sorry.
Reach down into your pants, find your fucking balls and your cock, and be okay with it.
Isn't he so nice?
No!
But what you might not know is that this meltdown was actually caused by 2 super chats from his own viewers.
I didn't know this.
Well, so he lost his shit because someone disagreed with him on his own stream.
Sounds like it. I didn't get this far in the video. I heard his meltdown, and I just lost my shit because I'm so fucking tired of this straw man gaslighting bullshit argument. You don't like it because it's a woman. It's like, fuck off, man. It is so provenly false over and over and over again. This argument means nothing anymore. The idea that you just don't you don't like a woman as the protagonist in a movie. Bullshit. Some of them, like, there's a lot of people out there, science fiction fans, whose favorite movies of all time are Alien and Terminator.
Oh, speaking of that,
two of the greatest sci-fi movies in history, hands down. Okay,
speaking of
those two movies, at least one of those is in everyone. I mean, if it's not in your top 5, we can't be friends. Okay, I'm sorry.
I got to meet
Lisa
Sarah Connor this weekend.
Say what?
Uh-huh.
No shit.
And I got to meet John Connor. I got to meet the T2, the liquid metal guy. What's his name? Oh, fuck, Kyle Reese. And
Nice.
It was a brief moment.
You mean back when the Terminator franchise was enjoyable?
And the dude who was the detective, I can't remember his name. He was also in Aliens. He played like the android in the original Alien movies.
Oh, wait. The first Alien? The first one or the second one?
Both. He was in both movies.
I
can't remember his name. Yes, the android was in both movies. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. It was two different androids. It was two different androids in the first one and in the second one. Those were two different people.
But they were acted by the same guy. I'm pretty fucking
no, they
sure.
weren't.
Hold on.
In Aliens, Aliens was Lance
We're going to set those right now.
Lance Henriksen was in the second one. Okay. The first one was the actor that plays the first. Okay, the android, the cyborg, the synthetic in the first movie was the same actor that plays. He's in. Fucking my brain. Multipass. He's in Multipass. Fifth Element.
I could have sworn anyway, but yes, Lance Henderson.
Lance Henriksen.
Fantastic. All of them. It was the briefest of moments, but I was competing at a cosplay contest in New Orleans past weekend, and
where you picked me up some Lego minifigures.
I did. I picked up some Lego minifigures. The contest was right after their panel, and they had to take the same path back to get to backstage.
Ian Holm was the replicant. I don't think replicants, that's not the right word. Was the android in the first movie in Alien. Bishop.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I got to meet all. Obviously, they were going to shell out for Arnold Schwarzenegger. He probably cost way too much.
Oh, but more than likely, yeah.
So yeah, Sarah Connor, John Connor, Kyle Reese, the T2, and Lance Henderson. I can't remember the T2's name. I don't remember the actors' names. Sorry, I'm bad with names. You know that, but I got to meet all of them.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm terrible with the actors' names.
They stopped and talked with us for like all the cosplayers, like just for the briefest moment. They said hi to everyone, and
this is how organized we are. Okay, I want to see what the super chat was that popped this dude off. I'm just
saying,
John Rocha.
You mentioned them. I got to meet them this weekend. Small tangent.
Mm-hmm. This is how we do the tangents. Okay. So, and sometimes I actually try to get back on track, because otherwise, if we go off on tangents and I let them go, we're going to go off on 6 before we get back.
It wasn't like a personal meeting. I'm just saying there was a quick little, hi, hey, you're whatever you're wearing looks cool, yada yada yada.
Robert Patrick is T1000. Yep, Robert Patrick. So, I want to see what this super chat was.
One for $5 saying rest.
There you go, it's right there.
Hold on. Miss Obaid Chinoy is single-handedly going to sink this movie before it even films. That is correct. What she has said, not because she's a woman, okay? No, I'm sorry. It's because of what she is saying. And that's what these fuckers don't understand.
She's literally attacking the fans of Star Wars.
Whoa. And another for $10 from a woman, basically saying that her comments were condescending towards past female Star Wars directors, which is true. $15 from Super Chats. Now, a normal person would say, thank you, I respectfully disagree, and here's why. But instead, John Rocha transitions into his meltdown, screaming at his own viewers, including the two individuals who gave him money.
She was simply saying that finally a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature in Star Wars with Rey, with other women leading the way.
First of all, nobody
He is such a fucking idiot. These Disney shows are so much fun. They're so much fun.
wants this movie,
Nobody.
except for the pro forces female.
I don't know if you saw my. I don't. No, I'm not going to say it. The Force is female. What is a woman?
Disney shills
That
like
dude looks
you.
like a.
And
like
second,
a,
that is a
I
lie,
don't know
Rocha,
what he looks like.
and
He
you
looks
know
like a
it. She-
female cleaning private part product. The
Wait,
John,
what? Say that. John Rocha.
no, not him. The fucking the cowboy hat, stupid motherfucker. Oh, Dave Filoni.
Oh, Dave Filoni, that twit.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say the actual words. I don't know
Oh,
if like
I love you, Ark.
it's okay to
I love
say.
you, Ark.
I don't know if it's okay to
retard?
say that on
Baguette.
no a female private part cleaning product.
Oh, see you next Tuesday. Oh, a douche nozzle.
That. But I don't know if we're allowed to
What
say
you worried about us?
these.
You worried about the stream being monetized? Yeah. I killed that in the first 30 seconds. Okay.
Well, I'm just
I don't
saying.
even try to monetize. I don't even put monetization on the live streams. Okay. Last
It's
time I
your
did that
channel, sir. So
last time I tried to, I put monetization on the last stream and I go back to it. The yellow dollar sign. I went, oh, fuck it. I'm giving up. No, there's no point. There's just no point. We're about to create something very special. Oh, I bet you are, you ignorant twit. I hate this. Okay. Let's go.
like you. And second, that is a lie, Rocha, and you know it. She did not say anything in that CNN interview about being the first woman of color to direct a Star Wars film. She said,
it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
She was simply saying that finally a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature.
That's not what she
Nope.
said.
and it is disrespectful to
Very
women that have
disrespectful.
worked on Star Wars previously.
Fox
No,
News did a
I'm leaving that
whole
up.
fucking segment today on their channel about these comments.
So it's okay for CNN to have Shinoy on their network, but it's not okay for Fox News to have a discussion about it. That's what you're saying? I'm telling you guys, these Disney shills hate the First Amendment.
And they, all these fucking
unless it goes
dingbats
with
were
along
on
with their
there
narrative.
talking about, oh, Star Wars is woke. Star Wars is woke.
What's that?
It is, Rocha.
God damn it. Hold on. What?
Well, I said that you said that they don't like Grizzly said they don't like the First Amendment. I said unless it goes along with
Unless
their
it agree-
narrative.
Unless it goes along with their narrative. Absolutely. CNN is the embodiment of menopause.
This dude,
Y'all gotta make me pick and choose what comment I want to keep up.
I don't know. This dude's face looks very flat and punchable.
He's a fucking tool. I mean, this little meltdown of his is proof. Simple, basic fucking proof of that. You get all bent out of shape because somebody believes that she's going, like Charmin Obeid-Chinoy is going to tank the Rey movie before it even comes out.
Oh no,
You
she's
know,
definitely gonna tank it. There's no question about that.
Just like what's that dumb bitch's name? With the Snow White movie.
Rachel
Wow.
Zegler.
Rachel Zegler tanked that movie before it's even in production. Steve, you win. He's not a tool. He's a box in which tools are kept. He's the box that tools come in.
And they don't even try to hide it anymore.
I think at the heart of everything, I am a storyteller and an activist.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's
This is
the
clip-
reel I
this-
sent you.
This is the reel that was sent to me. I'm sure everyone's heard it, but we're going to listen to it again because what everyone doesn't seem to understand, Hollywood, all these I'm better than you, see you next Tuesdays, don't seem to understand that people hear what you're saying and they judge you on what you're saying. Just like I am judged on the things that come out of my moronic mouth. I understand that. The difference is I accept it. I understand it and I accept it. There are always consequences for what you say and how much you run your mouth. And hey, it is what it is. Doesn't mean I'm going to fucking bend the knee because somebody says, I don't like what you're saying. I don't care. It's my opinion. You don't.
But they all want you to bend the knee.
I want as many people to enjoy my content as possible. I want as many people to come hang out in the chat, say whatever you want about me. We can have a discussion back and forth and all that other stuff. I'm fine with that. I welcome everybody.
Unless they come and hack your channel, huh?
Yeah, unless somebody hacks my channel, whatever. That's why I work on two-step verification and VPNs and changing my IP and all that other stuff. But when it boils down to it, if I say something that you absolutely despise to the point where you can't stand me anymore, then thanks for hanging out. Have a nice day. You know, I don't want anybody to leave. I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit there. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. I'm like, no, fucking let's have a discussion. But ultimately, you make the decision on whether or not you want to listen to the bullshit that comes out of my mouth. Do you understand the words? You know, it's like that's your decision. I welcome everybody, but I can't force you to hang around. Anyway, back to this dumbass.
I did anymore.
At the heart of everything, I am a storyteller and an activist. My body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism.
This is why people are upset.
Yep.
It's not that
100%.
she's a woman.
Ta-da!
Oh, wait, there's more.
A woman directing a film in Star Wars and live. We're all gonna fucking survive. I swear to God, you guys want to come off like you're tough motherfuckers.
Shut up. I know there's more. There's so much more.
Oh yeah, no, they're like Grizzy missed the part. He might go back to it where she
Well,
tells
we still
the
got
world.
we still got 3 minutes left. I hope he does.
Right.
And you're a bunch of wusses.
It's very intriguing what Rocha's definition of masculinity is.
Hold on. I love this. He's calling everybody a bunch of wusses. You're going to be able to deal with it. And yet he's the one that spurgs the fuck out on his live stream over 2 super chats. He does protest too much, methinks.
Yeah, he couldn't handle it.
You can't like criticize the fuck out of me. I'm telling y'all, everybody in the chat, be critical of me. That's how you improve. I've gotten numerous criticisms. Someone has mentioned one thing after another, just different things here and there about my microphone. I went out and it's like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to go get myself a new microphone. I'm going to try to make my melodious cherub-like voice just to sound so much better when I'm doing my little recordings. Someone mentioned trying to get more visuals when I'm doing the reviews. I'm going to work on that. I have a shit-ass computer. So I welcome criticism because without criticism, you cannot improve. And if you can't handle criticism, then you are going to remain stagnant, if not backslide in everything you do in life. Anyway.
Him just getting on his knees and metaphorically eating out Charmin Abad Chenoy's cunt for the entire internet to see. That is how men are supposed to act, according to him.
And yes, she went further and said, I like to make men uncomfortable.
This is the only time he mentions this, by the way, and he does not show his viewers the clips of what Chenoy said.
I enjoy making men uncomfortable because she wants to put shit out there for us to confront.
He then transitions into
what are we trying to
comparing
confront?
this to the civil rights movement.
I would like to know what it is we're trying to confront. Please inform me. Let me. I want to hear your opinion. Killed it. What are we? What is it that we're supposed to confront? What is it that we need to confront? Like
our own. Okay, we're supposed to be confronting our own insecurities and having a woman in charge of something and having a woman protagonist in the major role.
You know how many bosses I've had over my life since I started working as an adult have been women? I mean, my superiors in the workforce have been women.
I bet you hated it over and over again. I bet you're just so weak and such a man baby that you just couldn't stand it.
I didn't give a rat's ass.
That's because you're a normal human being and understand that merit is a thing. Why is she your boss? Why is she my boss? Like, oh God.
My supervisor, I've had many many female supervisors in my many lines of work. I couldn't give two flying fucks if a woman's in charge. So obviously, I mean, as long as she's competent.
Obviously, you're a misogynist who hate women, and you need to reevaluate everything about you. See, Ark said so. I don't think it was her bonus hole. He he stuck his tongue up. I mean, no, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Or that bonus hole.
So long as they're competent, I don't give a shit what they do.
I got to hear this.
You know how we solved civil rights in this country? We put it in people's faces and finally got them to understand it. They had to see hoses being turned on black people when they were protesting in the South in the 1960s.
This motherfucker really compared a Star Wars movie with a female director to the fucking civil rights movement. Sweet baby Jesus.
I'm just curious, like, what are we trying to? I just don't know what it is they want us to see. I have no fucking clue. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's not some grand message. Many women have made successful movies.
Oh yeah, for a very long time.
What are you talking about?
Star Wars fans legitimately criticizing Sharmeen Abad-Chinoy over dumb things she said in the past is not the same as the civil rights movement, Rosha. And it's not the Me Too movement either.
We just had Me Too. How many people are reevaluating their lives because of Me Too? Making them uncomfortable is how you change.
Hold the fuck on, you dumb shit.
Wait, what did
the
you
Me
say?
Too movement is not exact. He's a dumb fuck. Okay, I'll go back to it in a second. Hold on. Everyone knows that there was a good bit of the Me Too movement was a bit of a witch hunt, much like the Salem witch trials, where men were accused to get them out of the way, falsely accused. This unfortunately happens all the time. There's no denying that this happens all the time. There are statistics out there that men get accused of something and their lives are ruined to the point of,
You mean like Johnny Depp?
That's a whole different story. That's too complicated to be included in this discussion because he was shit to her, but she was also shit to him. So they were kind of shitty to each other, but ultimately the accusations she made were false, but they weren't the greatest of people to each other. So that situation, a little bit more complicated, a little more nuanced.
What's his name? What's his name? The dude who lost his job as Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. And then
more than likely, but I'm talking more about what's that dumb bitch's name? I'm so glad the whole thing that started Gamergate.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, thank God. Oh, count yourself lucky. Okay. It was essentially a movement that started because a bunch of gamers. What? Dan Harmon? Is that who you're talking about? Or somebody else?
No,
anyway,
it was the other guy.
Zoe Quinn. Thank you for reminding me of that name. Zoe Quinn was an ignorant twat who was offering sexual favors to get. Okay, so Gamergate was about sexual favors being exchanged in order to get better reviews on games and all kinds of other stuff. Like the game journalists were in bed, literally, with some developers, and Zoe Quinn made a bunch of accusations against someone, which sparked the whole thing off. There was no proof whatsoever that anything actually happened. And unfortunately, the guy that she accused lost everything to the point of self-deletion. Yeah. And she also conned people out of a GoFundMe. Was it a GoFundMe?
I don't know.
That's I'm kind of asking the chat right now because they can look it up. Yeah. Alex Holoka. Yeah. Yeah, he self-deleted because of Zoe Quinn. She raised, what was it, 80 or 800, I think 80 something $1,000 for a video game that was never released. Yeah, she's a vile, putrid piece of shit, and the whole catalyst for Gamergate, regardless of what any other journalist says. But anyway, yeah, bringing up this movement doesn't make you look good anymore. It's not. It's not seen in the same light as it used to. So anyway,
It's not the Me Too movement either.
We just had Me Too. How many people are reevaluating their lives because of Me Too? Making them uncomfortable is how you change.
You're a stupid dumbass.
This woman is a millionaire. She will be making enough money on this film to cover her and her family for the rest of their lives with luxury. She's not a victim, no matter how badly you want her to be. Because according to woke freaks like John Rocha, when you're a victim, none of your failures in life are your fault.
Nobody's making fun of me now or my people who are victims.
Oh, the Ray movie bombed? It's not Charmine Abad-Chinoy's fault. It's the sexist men's fault that didn't give her movie a...
Oh, that's coming too. We all know that's coming because the movie's going to fail.
Yeah.
Nobody's interested in Ray Palpatine. Nobody cares about this character. Nobody likes this character. She was a blank plank of wood that had no character arc, no hero's journey, nothing. Mary Sue, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. Nobody's interested in this movie. It's going to fail. And will it be the director's fault? I don't know. It remains to be seen. But hey, I'm going to be here for it. It's going to be fantastic. It's just going to be more fuel for the dumpster fire. Yay. But, oh God, it's just, but to sit there and say that you don't like her because she's a woman. It's like, no, we don't like her because she's like fucking, that was uphill for start. Wait, what? It's just, I don't know. Please forgive me if I don't think an activist documentarian is qualified to direct a Star Wars movie. And you know what? Here's the nifty thing. And here's what a lot of these shills will not ever admit. I could be wrong. And if I am, I'll celebrate it. Because if the Ray movie somehow, some way, shape, or form comes out and it's just this amazing spectacle of look, okay? Let me finish. I don't think it will be either, but you know, people win the Powerball. If it comes out and it's just this fantastic, amazing Star Wars movie with excellent pacing, good story, good characters, something you can relate to, I will be singing its praises to the rafters. And if it's shit, which I do believe it will be, then I'm going to dump on it. It's just that simple. And that's something that all these shills will never be able to do.
A chance.
I don't know why men who are supposedly tough as shit and all strong and shit are losing their collective fucking minds over this comment. It's such
because she's an activist who runs her mouth, who comes out and says, I put my activism in everything I do. I like making men uncomfortable. And I'm sorry, she comes off as a twat who's not qualified. So, hey, sorry. What's up, Frost? Oh, God. Why are men uncomfortable? It's like, it's not just men, you dumbass.
Stupid way.
It's not just men, Rocha, as
Hey,
you
what's
saw
up,
earlier
Rizzy?
with your viewer who super chatted, who just happened to be a woman, said she felt that Chinoy's comments were disrespectful to the women that have directed Star Wars previously. God, it's crazy. Both you and Disney Star Wars having a Bud Light moment in the same week. And keep in mind, this entire time, he's basically been screaming at his own viewers.
Reach down into your pants, find your fucking balls.
What's that?
What Bud Light?
The Bud Light moment?
I know they had
he
the thing
said
with the
No. Saying that they all had that Disney had a Bud Light moment. Let's put something out there that the fans are not interested in. That it's just, we're going to do something else. We're going to put something else out there, make this announcement, have this speech that is going to turn fans of your product away from you. That's the Bud Light moment.
Mm.
You know, like, you know, localizers coming out and saying, I have a vagina, so deal with it.
And your cock and be okay with it.
It's also funny how hypocritical you are, John, because when Gina Carano expressed her opinions and beliefs, she deserved to be fired for it, according to you.
Hold on. Oh, isn't this nifty? Someone who disagrees with him, of course he's going to dump on him. No real surprise. Gina Carano was finally fired. Her abhorrent post. Oh God, I'm not going there with this one. But don't fool yourself. She wanted this. Oh, God. We're going to move on from this nonsense.
It was about damn time. No real surprise, Gina Carano was finally fired. Her abhorrent post was finally one step too far for Disney.
Men who are supposedly tough as shit and all strong and shit are losing their collective fucking minds over this comment in such a stupid way.
Keep telling me Gina Carano was unfairly kicked off Star Wars, and I'll keep telling you to fuck off with your nonsense.
So basically, you don't.
So I
agree
guess a
with me,
woman's opinions, beliefs, and feelings only matter.
What's that?
So basically, you didn't agree with me, so fuck off. I don't want to hear your
Bingo!
opinion. I just want you to say that I'm right and be happy about that I'm right.
That's how it works. That's how it works with that particular point of view. That's how it works. That's the only way it works. Let's finish this up.
When they align with yours, right, John?
So to balance the scales a little bit, we're all going to fucking live, grow the fuck up, and nut up, and shut up.
Leave her alone.
Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.
So are you going to do that? Are you going to show them that the full video of what I sent you, where she informs the entire world that she never went to film school?
She never went to film school. Okay, stop.
She took no proper education on how to be a film. She's going off of what, gut, I guess.
Never went to film school. Let's see if I can bring that up, because that is just an absolutely wonderful. Who the fuck? That's not me. Oh wait, messages. Boom. Let's see if I can bring this up. Messages, motherfucker. Do 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 do. Oh wait, I can't. What the fuck? Where's the volume? Hold on a second. Nope. Let's see. Share. Do. How can I share this? How can I share this without? Let's see. Is there anything on this page that's gonna kill the Cajun William asshole? Holly rocks. Video file maybe? No, that's not gonna work. Do. Oh, fuck it. There's got to be a way. Shut up. My body of work has been guided by my activism, and every single piece of work I've made has a piece of activism in them. That's who we want directing Star Wars. No, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm gonna see if I can find it somewhere else. Say something.
Yes. What, are you just trying to not have dead air?
Oh, Anna. He blocked that Star Wars girl? Is that the Anna you're talking about, Frost? John hasn't nutted. Charmine. Let's see if I can find this. So, I like to make women uncomfortable.
It's on Instagram, right? I said
it's on Instagram, but if I share my screen, fuck it. Sharing my screen, it's going to show my screen and all the people that I've chatted with, and I'm not going to show that off. So that's the problem.
Just go ahead and pull it up the chat, and then share your screen after you have the video queued up.
I have the video. Okay, you're not understanding. Let me see. I'm gonna keep trying this because He blocked Anna, that Star Wars girl, because he tried to use her video as evidence that people attacked Patty Jenkins when she was
on, I'll be
announced
right
as
back.
well. Oh, it backfired. It backfired. That's awesome. We're professional here, folks. Let's see. Nope, that's a reply. No. Oh, let's see. How can I, like, this is so fucking stupid. How I can't sit here and, oh, shut up. I should be able to right click it. Go to post, maybe? Let's try that. Oh, shut up, you ignorant. Copy link. Ooh, let's try that. Da, 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 da. Copy link. Let's see how that comes up.
No, I'm back. Sorry, my cat was getting into shit.
All right. I think I got it now. But for some, so the problem with Instagram, God damn it, it's fucking loud. Why can't? Okay, for some reason, I can't back it up. I can't turn the volume down. This is so goddamn aggravating. Fucking Instagram.
You want me to do it?
Well, it's not a matter of being able to do it or not. It's
hold on. And
just click the post and thread. Yeah, I did that. I have it up, but I can't rewind the video. Also,
give me a moment.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Boom. Here we go. Now, you might have to turn your volume down just a little bit because I cannot control the volume with this. So, everybody ready? Good? Let's go.
Everything. I
Can
am
everybody hear
a
this?
storyteller and an activist. And my body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism. And every single piece of work that I've ever created has a piece of activism in it.
Doesn't that statement make you excited that she's in charge
Oh,
of
absolutely.
the next Star Wars movie?
Oh my god, yeah, I can't wait.
Everything I've ever done has a piece of activism in it.
It could be very overt or it could be covert.
Very overt or covert. Okay. Not terrible. Now, see, I don't think anybody has a legitimate problem that she's an activist documentarian.
I mean,
who cares?
I do.
I'm sure.
Because
No.
if she wants
to keep if she wants to keep doing that, that's fine. That's her body of work. I don't think she's qualified to do Star Wars. It's so overt, it's covert.
But it is there. And I think that as a storyteller, I'm not sure if all of you know this, but I'm not a trained filmmaker.
I'm not a trained filmmaker. Right?
So I never went to film school.
These are her words. This is what she is saying. I never went to film school. Is it kind of sad that I'd rather talk about this dumb shit than Echo? Anyway.
I went to Smith College and did my undergraduate and studied economics and political science like a good Pakistani girl. And then
I don't get that. Like,
it's a joke. That's her attempted joke. Apparently,
I mean,
Smith
I get
College
that.
is like a good Pakistani girl. That's that's the joke. That she's trying to be funny. Which I mean, the joke only lands if you're Pakistani. That's the whole thing. It's not a joke that's going to land with everybody.
It's not like the whole joke, and I swear, and this is not me saying this, is just me, the joke that like that's the typical thing that the Asian parents want you to be a doctor.
Yes.
Is it the same concept?
Joke. Yeah, that's essentially the same concept, just with with Pakistani. So yeah, that kind of stuff. This is I did this to please my parents joke. That's what it is. So
I did my graduate studies, but also in international politics. And so I am an accidental filmmaker. Thing at the heart.
An accidental filmmaker.
She's a political activist documentarian, which is fine. That's fine. And I'm sure the work that she's done for other Pakistani women and the Middle East and trying to get a better life for women over there, I'm all in favor of that. 100% hands down, no matter what. I still don't think she's qualified to run Star Wars. I'm sorry.
I think they should put a fan in charge of Star Wars and not Dave Filoni.
Oh God, they'll fucking never do that. Heaven forbid you put someone in charge of Star Wars that, first of all, loves Star Wars. Second of all, is going to respect the source material. And here's another thought. I know this may sound crazy, everybody. It's going to sound really crazy. Respect the fans. How about that? Can we get back to that? Respecting the fans, understanding criticism, and discussing things instead of going, you're just a man, baby. I have a vagina. Deal with it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. Yeah. Fucking stupid shit.
I mean,
you're attacking me because I'm a woman. No, I'm criticizing you because you said some dumb shit. That's it. I like to think it's like I've mentioned that, like one of the reasons I started my channel is because I'm criticizing the dumb shit that these Hollywood actors and actresses and directors, the shit that they're saying. And people have clapped back at me. She has the right to say that. I know. I am very much aware of that. And I have the right to call her a dumbass for saying it. Because what you got to realize, like I said before, the shit you say when you sit there and insult the fans, to quote, I'm so glad. What's her name?
Who? Oh, Rachel Zegler?
No, dumb bitch in comics. Anyway, the one who said, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. Well, guess what? People said challenge accepted. I wouldn't fuck you with a horsey stick on a 10-foot pole. Oh my God. Oh man. Just stop saying dumb shit. What's happening, Josh? Oh, you missed, if you didn't catch it, you missed the greatest, the savior of Star Wars. Star Wars is saved. The Rey movie is coming. It's just going to be the bestest ever. Because aren't you all just so very super duper excited? Oh, God. Oh. Don't talk. Oh, God, don't bring up Max. Oh. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Thank you, Frost. That's another one. So we got Kelly Sue DeConnick in the comic book industry. Supposed to be a comic book pro. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. Well, people said challenge accepted. And then you have Mags Visaggio, who claims to be, I'm the bestest ever. I got the deal to do the prequel comic books for Rebel Moon, and they're going to be fantastic. Ha, ha, ha. Zack Snyder handpicked me. And that twat, or lack of twat, is begging for money on social media every single month. Go get a better job. Get a different job. I'm sorry.
He won't.
Yeah, I try to be as fucking ugly as that bitch is. God damn it. You want to be a crazy woman? Be a crazy woman. Yeah. Anyway, so
got it all your system yet?
What's that?
Got it.
Oh no, we're about to talk about Echo. We're about to talk about Echo, and guess what? Spoilers. I don't give a. I don't know where to start. So you watched. Okay, so guess what, everybody? Might as well. Let's go ahead and put up the banner there. Ta-da! Spoilers, Echo.
It's poo.
Please, I hope that's just a rumor. Rey Palpatine spawning a baby is basically the ripoff of Anakin's birth as chosen one in reverse. At this point, may as well call it Star.
And I'm gonna assume that the baby she's gonna give birth to. Wait, who does she have a child with? Or she's gonna say, or they're gonna try and say that like,
it's
she
apparent.
had a child with the Force, like how Anakin was
So
born.
apparently, I guess that's a rumor. Joshua, is that a rumor? Oh, Echo. I don't.
Or did like Kylo Ren Force impregnate her?
Oh, dude, he is not coming back.
Oh, I know.
He has said over and over he ain't coming back.
He's smart. That's why.
It was to get this
I understand that. Like, I understand that Mark Hamill, that's his stable character. He probably feels the reason why he's probably coming back is because if he doesn't do it, someone else will ruin
Mark
it
Hamill.
first. Yeah,
that motherfucker's gonna be dead by the time some shit. Oh God, please! Like, what's he want to do? Ruin his character even further? Ruin Luke Skywalker even further?
He didn't want to do that.
Oh,
but they paid him a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. So wait, Star Wars Theory was talking about it. I'm sure him and Mahler brought it up. I need to finish listening.
And then I'm pretty sure the child that's born will be female, of course.
Oh God. Oh, so you watched the first 2 episodes of Echo.
I did.
You
unfortunately.
Did. So the most redeeming thing is the first 10 minutes of the first episode where you get a bunch of naked people. No, what did I say earlier? Let's talk about the positives about Echo. And the number one positive that I'll give everybody is
that Vincent D'Onofrio is still a really good Kingpin, and we haven't seen much, but it's still nice to see what's his name playing Daredevil, and then they didn't just replace him.
I'm almost positive that's it. That's all you're seeing. That's it.
Oh no!
That fight scene will be it.
Oh, I understand that. I'm saying still,
I got something even better
a great Kingpin.
The positive about Echo, they cut it down to 5 episodes. Instead of, it was originally supposed to be 8, and then they cut it, and then they chopped it down to 6, and then they dropped another episode, cutting it down to 5. So yes, fantastic.
I'm just saying, Vincent D'Onofrio is a great.
Vincent D'Onofrio is a fantastic actor. Okay, absolutely.
The way he presents himself as Kingpin, like the way he talks, like I've seen the man act other things. He talks a lot faster than that, but the way he like stares at you and the way he talks when he's Kingpin, it's like he's like, like if you just say the wrong thing, he will flip his shit and kill you.
Sanguine, who are you talking about? Oh God, you're talking about Ray Fortress because she's impregnable. Oh no. I'm not overly fond of the way Kingpin behaves in this. It just seems like it just seems out of place, kowtowing. What is this father-daughter thing?
That's what he does. He manipulates people into like making them, but like if he has to use fear, he will. But he manipulates people in the comics to get because it's like the whole using honey instead of salt to catch flies or whatever the fuck the phrase is.
Honey instead of vinegar or something like that.
It's basically that. And if he gets people to trust people that will trust him, he doesn't have to worry about them betraying him.
There's so many things about these episodes that I could nitpick all to hell. Like how'd they go from naked to having clothes on? The Indian, the first talked on because they're magical people and everything, but it was something. So I want to talk about how she loses her leg.
Oh, the glass shard.
Because there are so many different ways you can approach this. The first way to approach this is that's not how glass in vehicles works. Okay, it's just not. In any way, shape, or form. That's not how your windshield works. You can take a bowling ball and throw it at your windshield. It will either A, bounce off, leave a nice little crack, or embed itself in. It will not go through the windshield unless you vault it there or it reaches terminal velocity. These are safety measures. Sure, but it was 20 years ago. Okay. In 1980, let's see, my brother was 18. No, he was 16. So you got to figure 19. Let's see, I was still living. about 1982, 1983. My brother had this old fucking beat up car so he could get back and forth to work. He had a little hole in his windshield, a puncture in his windshield, but it did not go all the way through. There was this little film on the inside that kept everything from going through. Me, being the destructive little shit that I was, poked a hole in it. He got water in his car. It was my fault. But what I'm saying is that's not how windshields work. You can bash them and smash them with a blunt object. They're not going to shatter. And if they do shatter, it's going to be in so many pieces, it's ridiculous. Second of all, the passenger and driver side, the side windows, when they get hit, those shatter into so many pieces, it's not even funny, to the point where, again, when I was a kid, I got blamed for a window being shattered on one of the cars. We used to use the little small squares, rectangle pieces of glass as like, we used to use them with our Hot Wheels cars and mining and stuff, and there were piles and piles of diamonds and stuff. Little bitty 1/4-inch size squares of glass. That is due to safety measures. Glass in a vehicle does not break to the level of to the size of the shard that went into her shin, and it looked like it went through the bone. That's not how it works. So, and another thing, if you watch the scene when the truck gets T-boned, you see the glass shattering into thousands of pieces.
But you hold on, wait. You're giving Marvel credit for or trying to say that Marvel
for having some storytelling intelligence to come up with a better way of why Echo loses her leg in a car accident. Like, I don't know. The seatbelt, she wasn't buckled properly in the seatbelt. She goes flying from the car and it rolls over to the point where the glass shatters. Sure. And the top hood of the car rolls over and crushes her leg, and she gets pinned under there. No, we have to show something that is unbelievable. Things like this take you out of a show. It takes you out of the world because they don't make sense in your brain. Okay? This is absolutely first draft, piss poor writing. It's lazy. Oh, look, we're going to put a shard of glass sticking out of her leg because, oh, it's gruesome, rated R, mature rating. You could have, it's like 5 seconds. I thought up with a better idea. Like how she lost her leg. Like, just, whoo. And how the hell, okay, this might be a little nitpick. She just got in a wreck and she checks her mother's pulse. She's not in shock. She's not unconscious. She's not crying.
Because she's strong
not
woman.
Shaking. She's an, 7 or 8 years old?
She's
if
strong,
not younger.
She's strong
and
woman.
She has the sense at that age to check her mother's pulse.
She's strong, intelligent woman.
Get fucked. Oh my God. And then of course she grows up. Oh God, here's another. Oh. Why didn't Hawkeye kill her?
Oh yeah. Why did he fucking run from her?
Why did he jump out? Why did he jump out? He is killing every single person in that garage. Everyone's dead. What's up, Mark? Everybody's dead. He's fucking killing everybody, no matter what. Just done. Ran. And then when she comes in the door,
that was during the blip when Clinton didn't care anymore.
That was during Ronin, where he was just like, "Fuck you, you're dead. You're here, you're dead. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts." Why didn't he kill her? Why didn't he kill her? Don't know. Don't know because plot. I'm sorry, because lazy writing and
they couldn't have a man beat a woman, dude. You know that. And so they made sure he ran away from the strong woman, and therefore she lived. He clearly knew she was there.
The glass is a metaphor for the page. Yeah, he knew she was there. He had no problem beating the dog shit out of her, which is fantastic. Daredevil had no problem beating the dog shit out of her, which is, again, yes. At least you got that. Hold on.
No, they didn't even fight. He just ran from her.
He just jumps out the window. Kills everybody else, jumps out the window. Like, what? Why? Why are we doing this?
Because she would have died.
Oh.
And that would have been the end of the story.
Why do it like that? Why not just have her show up a little bit later? Because when she
could have got the drop on him, put a bullet in his shoulder or something. That's why he could have ran.
And that's why And then instead of chasing at and put a bullet in his shoulder, he fucks off. And that's when she notices that her dad's dying. So that's why she doesn't chase after him. And then when she shows up, clear, can see through the glass, she hides, but then walks in front of the glass.
No.
She doesn't duck down.
And then kicks the door in.
With what? Okay. No. You have a prosthetic leg. Okay. So number one, well, she kicked it with her good leg. You're not going to get that kind of power standing on your prosthetic limb. I want Mark. Okay. I'm begging. I pray Mark the Cyborg watches this because I want to hear what he has to say. Okay. I want to know from someone
unlocked.
who. What?
The door was unlocked. There you go. I answered it for you.
Talk to everybody. I gotta go piss. I gotta go vomit. No. I want to hear what Mark the Cyborg has to say because he has a prosthetic leg. Sure, I think his is above the knee. So, but someone who has knowledge of how prosthetics work and how much power and how much force you can put behind a prosthetic, because honestly, I'm sorry, this does not make sense in my brain. It could be simply because I am uneducated in the technology behind prosthetics. Okay, but we're going to get into that because there's some bullshit that happens later that is also in episode 3. Yes, you haven't seen it, but I'm fucking going to talk about it because they set something up and they just fucking shit all over us. They set something up in an episode. Okay, is episode 2? Oh, hold on. Is episode 2 the one where Grandpa makes the jury rigs the leg?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a setup. That is an obvious setup, and they shit all over it in the 3rd episode because then she's able to run all over the place with no problem. Oh,
you mean
God.
like how she's like, he's like, don't. This is only temporary. I haven't made the real one. Don't run away. And she tells him, "Oh, I can't run away in this."
Yeah, that fucks off in the 3rd episode because she's able to run all over the place. But the 3rd episode, I got so many.
Or 10 minutes after the scene where she jumps off a fucking roof. And no, granted, it was only like what, like a 7-8 foot drop.
Here, to be fair, she lands on both legs. She gets very deep in her bend. She gets very deep in her squat in order to accomplish that. I have no problem with that. Going from point A down to point B. Okay. That's nothing. No, oh God.
What about the lovely slow motion kick she delivered to Daredevil's face in that one scene where she's just holding her leg up with my
we're gonna get there. Oh, we're gonna get there. Where the fuck are we? This fucking prosthetic leg. She's a deaf burglar. She is a deaf burglar. Okay? Trying to steal a motorcycle. Shocker. The police show up. Oh God.
And then Kingpin bails her out.
Oh, and here's okay. So the scene where I'm about to piss on myself. I'll be right back. Talk to everybody.
That's why he needs a piss bucket, everyone. He just sits in his little chair. He can sit in his little chair and have a piss bucket beneath him. You know, I'm sorry, not a piss bucket, a shit bucket. You know, he has a shit bucket. He's doing his stream. He doesn't have a shit bucket. He's not doing his stream. That's an old joke from an old YouTube show I watched a long time ago. I think the show's called Battlefield Friends. And there's a guy who does nothing but plays Battlefield. And they're like, man, how do you get so good? He's like, you got to get a shit bucket. A what? A shit bucket. Yes. You telling me you have a bucket, like a bucket full of shit beneath you? Yes. Man the fuck up, soldier. You're taking a bathroom break. You're not playing Battlefield. You're taking a shit bucket. You're playing Battlefield. Just. Oh, I want to say we gave you spoilers, sir. Like that's straight up. There's a little. I'm pretty sure he put the little banner at the bottom because I'm looking at it.
Okay. All right. So. The scene where Kingpin picks up Echo, saves her from being arrested, and traveling in his limousine. Naturally, he has an ASL
translator.
An ASL translator. This scene, and my criticism, Did you have any sort of problem with this entire scene?
I mean, not really. I didn't care
so
enough.
let me get in. Okay, see, I do care. I do care about storytelling. I do care about whenever
thing I was
something
like-
happens in the story where that keeps you in. Go ahead.
One thing I was like, man, I'm surprised she can actually see that woman's hands in that dark ass limo. But
oh no, there's so much. There is so many more problems with this scene. Okay. What
granted,
makes
look, I don't deal with the hearing impaired, so I have like all this shit I am completely ignorant to. So whatever you're about to say, I don't know.
well, no, I'm going to get there, and why this scene pulled me out of anything making sense. So you're deaf, and I have arguments to anything that anybody would come at me for. So what I consider good storytelling is when something's taking place in a scene in a movie that makes it understandable and believable. So Echo is deaf. She cannot hear what Kingpin is saying. Correct? Correct. We already know those things. He has a translator there, someone doing ASL. And yet, the majority of the time, she is staring at Kingpin while he's talking out the fucking window. So don't sit there and tell me, oh, she's reading his lips. The motherfucker's talking to the window. He's talking with his head turned to the side. If the woman is doing ASL, Echo should be looking at the woman to see what the fuck Kingpin is saying, not staring at Kingpin to see what he's saying, because half the time he's looking out the window, so you're not reading his fucking lips. If you cannot get that basic level of believability, why are you writing a story? You are, again, I don't think you're qualified to write a story. And sure, that's a nitpick. Why are you being so nitpicky? I'm not being fucking nitpicky.
They don't care.
This is the character. Echo is deaf. That is her character. That is a major part of her character. And then there's a scene, I think in episode 3, where it's taken advantage of, which oh my God, they actually took advantage of a flaw that the character has. But in this scene, why the fuck is she staring at Kingpin?
Because maybe is the actress actually deaf?
I doubt it. And if that's the case, the actress she's a piss poor actress. If you cannot understand, your character's deaf, you shouldn't be staring at Kingpin. You should be paying attention to the sign language that's happening in front of you so that you know what you're being told.
Okay. She
just so fucking basic shit acting.
Alaqua Cox? Is that her name?
Alaqua Cox. I don't know, but it's a very unfortunate name.
She landed her breakthrough role as Maya Lopez. Echo. Yeah, but is she fucking...
That's her breakthrough role? Steve, get at it. Oh, wait. Yeah, if the actress... Yeah, here you go. If the actress was actually deaf, she would have definitely been looking at the translator. So, yeah. To know what the fuck was being said. And
there was
later in other episodes when it sounds like she's saying things.
Deaf culture. I got bullied for being deaf and an amputee. I would not complain, but the district wouldn't listen. What? Is this an she's not a real amputee, is she?
Oh fuck no. Oh god, no. The CGI was terrible. That CG was trash. Especially with the kid I'm
trying to find out if she's actually deaf. This is all just saying.
Alaqua Cox. She landed her breakthrough role. Blah 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 blah. Protagonist in the spin-off series Echo. Okay, let's go to her Wikipedia, ladies and gentlemen. Early life, career, personal life, filmography, nothing. Wow.
It says she is deaf in real life. Not only that, she is she is the first indigenous lead in Marvel. What? Oh, and uses a prosthetic leg, which didn't stop her from
she's an amputee with a prosthetic leg. She actually is
an amputee. Yes, she's an actual deaf amputee.
Okay, so this goes back to my previous statement of not being knowledgeable enough for what you can and cannot do with a prosthetic leg. I stand fucking corrected. Color me impressed as a motherfucker. Seriously? She was born deaf. Hold on a second.
She
This-
she
this-
performs
hold
her
on.
own stunts too.
This Wikipedia reads as if she's actually the character of Echo.
I know. That's why I'm reading a lot of this other shit
I'm like,
too.
So if she was indeed, so she was born deaf. So then why the hell was she staring at Wilson Fisk? Why was she
And
staring
yes,
at Fisk?
she is a real life amputee. There's pictures of her off of sets where she's wearing regular clothes, and she is really
Okay, well then color me corrected. I'm legitimately impressed now with the work that she was able to do in those fight scenes. So yes, like I said before, I don't know. Wow, I actually am impressed. So,
So that wasn't CG. She really has a
well,
leg.
as the child actress was CG, but a lot. Okay, so the future as Echo was not CG. That's okay. I can criticize the choreography, but I'm sure as fuck not going to criticize her ability with the stunts. The choreography might be off, but okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I have a little bit more respect for her as an actress. I still don't know. I still want to understand. Why was she looking at Wilson Fisk?
Probably
when
because
he
the
was
director.
talking? Probably, possibly, that could be the director movement. So, okay. So that little rant I went on, yeah, go ahead and scratch that out.
It says she was
Really?
she was born deaf to Elena and Bill Cox.
Elena and Bill Cox. Born and raised in the Menominee Indian Reservation, Keshena, Wisconsin.
So yeah, she really is deaf, and she really is an amputee.
3 siblings, and she apparently genuinely is Native American. So good for her. She girls back. What? Hold up. Okay, well, she is an amputee with a prosthetic leg. She has not been publicly revealed, and she doesn't have to. Who gives a shit why she has a prosthetic leg? I'm curious, like, when did she get a prosthetic leg? Because if she played volleyball, she was on the volleyball team and the basketball team.
She probably got early in life.
Maybe, I mean, to be wow. Ooh,
maybe maybe she actually did lose her leg in a car accident, and they're just doing that for her.
Maybe, maybe so. That would be something else if she actually lost it in a car accident with a shard of glass from the vehicle cut into her leg.
I doubt that, but
I do believe the term is eating crow, and I'm munching on it a little bit right now based on this information about her prosthetic leg, and it is delicious. Like I've said before, I like eating crow. I am corrected, and it's wonderful. I don't mind it. I'm not This is wow. That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. That is pretty cool. Stunt, like, oh man.
Well, then I guess we can forgive a little bit of the stunt. If her stunt works a little slower, that can be forgiven.
No, but that's the thing. That's the weird thing. It's not.
I'm talking about with the scene where she's swinging her leg really
okay,
slowly.
So the
Daredevil fight.
What I think is happening with that scene is she's holding her prosthetic leg in that scene. So maybe she's holding it in order to put a little bit more force behind it when she kicks. Like she's holding on to it while tensing her leg. And so wait, Sanguine, like Hoshi said, there are pictures of her with no leg. So
she's doing
she's
legit some modeling photos for pre-shoot, and she has like her Instagram photos up, and she actually does not have a leg.
So
I mean, yeah, she's a real amputee. Unless someone went back and edited her photos, and that's kind of fucked up. But I doubt it. I really doubt anyone would go through the effort just to prove the internet that someone an amputee. Because I don't think that amputees can't do things. There are amputees in the Olympics that run really fucking fast.
Yeah. But no, Wikipedia. The problem with Wikipedia is we all know what the problem is. anybody can go in there and edit. Anybody can put in and take out anything they want to, anytime they want to. So that's why you cross-reference stuff. That's why Hoshi went out and looked for pictures of her and all that other stuff. So yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. It's untrustworthy. But I mean, if you watch her stunt work, it was kind of impressive. It's still me, but the show is still shit. Okay, the show is still crap. One positive note, I'll give her a compliment on her athleticism, but the show is still shit.
Oh yeah, no. I agree with that.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Amputee. Did you hear about that story? We're not no tangents, because I have so many other problems with this. Oh God.
Let's see.
I'm actually impressed. I'm actually pleasantly impressed now.
She took a cane to the Hawkeye premiere. Let's see. Here, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh, good point. What you got?
Share screen. Window.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch those fight scenes with this new information.
Okay, there you go.
You're sharing this. Oh, there we go.
There you go. This is from her Instagram, I think.
Okay.
And so she is actually missing a leg. I doubt someone would go through the trouble of editing, and then she has a cane to help her walk.
Yeah, see, this was unfortunate. A lot of people on set were a little upset because they had to do a bunch of reshoots and everything. And she unfortunately put on a bit of weight at the time. And there's a couple of scenes where you can kind of tell that, it's like you see it in her cheeks. You know. So yeah, that very unfortunate. But see, now I got to go back and watch those fucking scenes with a different view because I want to see. It's like, woo! Look at that. That looks neat.
There you go.
That was cool. So I'll take that criticism. I will take that criticism off my list of why this show is terrible. One of so many. Still a deaf burglar. Kingpin. Let's see.
That still doesn't excuse why Hawkeye ran away from her. That's not excusable.
Oh God, she punched. Okay, go ahead.
If she had shot him or injured him, and that was causing him to run away,
make it more believable for sure.
He would have killed her. I mean, he's still human, but man, Hawkeye has fought worse things than her. He helped fucking fight the army against Thanos. She was nothing. She would have been nothing to him. He literally fought the Chitauri. He fought Hydra. He fought this is just set up MCU pre-MCU. But yeah, no, one person is not gonna put him unless it's like Captain America or Black Widow, someone who can actually compete with him.
Well, he kind of got the upper hand on Loki. He tricked the trickster. The arrow that he shot at Loki that Loki caught and looked like, yeah, really?
Yeah, but
and
he
then
didn't know. But Loki didn't know those existed.
I know. That's why that's impressive. Getting the upper hand on the trickster. Like I say, I thought it was. See, that's the definition of good writing. Yeah. So there's a couple of things that I can be really nitpicky about in this episode. But one of the things, the fight scene with Daredevil. Okay, you're talking about a woman with bare knuckles punching Daredevil, who blocks her fists with his batons. How much would that hurt?
A lot. I've blocked.
She's just a regular human being.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently she has powers now because the episode 2.
She
pulled the train apart.
She pulled
the train cart link apart.
She never should have been able to put pressure on that leg, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna fucking get there.
Fiberglass is very strong, even if it's crushed.
It was bent. Once you bend a pipe like that, it loses its integrity. 150 pounds of pressure on that, including trying to walk, which puts even more pressure on it. Sanguine, how will we know how much gooder she is if she isn't gooder than the goodest misogynist Avenger? Oh, God. Echo in the comics has power similar to Taskmaster. Yes, Echo in the comics, she's able to mimic and improvise and stuff like that.
Again, in the comics.
In the comic books. It's possible for a well-trained woman to take down a man, but a woman can't fight like a man against a man. Yeah, you have to use. Generally, women can like John Wick 4 did this very well with the fight scene in the Japanese bar, where the girl trying to fight a man twice her size, and she used her speed, her knives, to take him down to the ground. That is wonderful. Oh God. If her leg was pure Wakanda vibranium,
she doesn't have access to vibranium.
That's the I'm sure that's the explanation that Disney Shields would probably give. Well, what if it was this? The train snapped it in half.
It's fiberglass.
It should have been snapped in half. I don't fucking care if it was Kevlar.
No, I'm saying like their excuse was there's no excuse. That shit was fiberglass. If it was vibranium, the train would not have crushed it.
No, train wouldn't have done shit to it. But equally magical as Native Americans, equally as magical, and I understand that, and that's fine.
Yes, the Aztecs did. The Aztec pantheon does exist in Marvel, so yes, they do have magic.
Here's the thing:
I don't think she has magic. At least the comics, I don't think
so.
Echo
I guess her ancestors were evil twats like her, because Echo was a selfish, inconsiderate, evil, bad guy, antagonist that I don't understand how anyone could possibly relate to her or cheer for her, because she caused problems for her family, her friends, and her hometown with zero care. She did not care about the trouble that she was bringing with her. Did not care. Even when confronted with that, she said, "Don't care, not my problem." That was said in the episodes.
Multiple times.
We're supposed to cheer for this character? Okay. Okay. But I'm gonna nitpick. I'm gonna nitpick a couple of things. In the first episode, did she intentionally sleep with her leg on or fall asleep? Because her clothes were changed from the night before when she was at the house.
She probably slept with her leg on because in case someone showed up as
fair enough. Imagine the smell.
Oh, of her festering wound?
Not just her festering wound, the moisture buildup between the leg and the prosthetic. Because I don't know about you, just my earplugs, which are quite healed.
Also, she should be dead, by the way, because that bleeding out the entire ride home.
Oh,
dead.
Good Lord! Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Now, I will compliment them for showing it as infected and festering when it was going to get healed.
My issue I have with the very beginning of that scene, why didn't she just lift up her shirt and put the bandage, or why did she wrap the bandage around her shirt? Like, yeah, I'm not saying take off her whole shirt and show
lift her shirt up completely, because she lifted it up a little bit.
No, she doesn't. I go back and rewatch the scene. She literally wrapped the bandage. She wrapped the bandage around the hole in her shirt.
The only scenes I'm going to go back and rewatch is the fight scene in the roller rink in episode 3, because I genuinely I'm a little bit more impressed with her ability, her athleticism. Okay, don't know.
I can't trust anything that bleeds for a week and doesn't die.
What I'm saying is that she should have at least lifted up the midriff of her shirt and then applied the bandage, and not just have a bandage over the hole in her shirt. That's not how bandages fucking work. Especially because shirts can shift. You're not putting pressure on the fucking wound as well as you could be when you could be onto bare skin.
And the whole falling asleep at the wheel of a motorcycle?
Oh yeah, no, she would have crashed.
I'm thinking more likely one of her hands shifts in one direction, then she's gone. So, but again, some things like that I can excuse, like her dozing off at the motorcycle, then waking up all of a sudden. I can excuse that a lot easier than a massive shard of glass coming from a car. But my other little nitpick is her visor. The visor on her helmet.
What about it?
Was clear when she was driving at night, but during the day it was shaded.
My good sir, have you never heard of prescription glasses that change shades?
I know. That's why I said that's why
that's probably exactly what that is.
A legitimate nitpick. It's like,
why is that a nitpick, sir? They literally make lenses that shift. It's probably exactly for motorcycle drivers who want to be able to like have sunglasses without wearing the helmet.
Excellent point.
It's
like I said, there's some little things that like I look at things in TV shows and I write them down thinking to myself, it's like, okay, there's something I'm missing here. That's something. It's like, is that a thing? Of course it's a thing, you dumbass, because motorcycle riders,
absolutely a thing.
Absolutely a thing. And how the fuck did Wilson Fisk Kingpin only lost his eye? If he got shot in the face, is he that much of a badass?
Oh,
bullet to the eye,
dude.
Yeah.
No. In the comics, he fucking uses his skin to block bullets.
Okay.
I'm not joking. He's not a superhuman, but he's just really fucking thick.
Oh God. I think it's Sanguine's turn to try to kill everybody tonight. Oh.
But yes, Wilson tanks.
Yeah,
tanks shots all the time. Like that's nothing new for.
And why did he allow himself to get his ass beat at the end of Hawkeye with
because
a bunch of 100
strong women and narrative direction?
Why can't you give me Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse? Give me that Kingpin. Give me that Kingpin that'll just grab Spider-Man by the ankle and just toss him like a fucking rag.
By the way, just to let you know, if Spider-Man truly wanted to, he could kill Kingpin in one punch.
Yes, but Spider-Man could kill anyone with one
punch.
Not
anyone. Not Captain America. Not Wolverine. Like
obviously humans. Not Wolverine and a super soldier. We all know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker holds back. We know that. No, understand it.
What I'm saying is that Kingpin contends with them, and like he doesn't contend. He just fight on par with Spider-Man because Spider-Man does hold back, but he still injures a fucking meta-human.
Except for the time that Peter Parker showed up in prison and beat
because
dog shit out of him and said, "If Aunt May dies, I will be back."
I think he killed MJ. I'm pretty sure.
No. That scene was because he had put a hit out on Peter and ended up hitting Aunt May and sent her to the hospital, or it was something like that. Kingpin was responsible for Aunt May ending up in the hospital from bullet. And when Peter found out about it, he went and paid a visit to Wilson Fisk and beat the absolute dog shit, mask off, beat the shit out of him in front of everybody, and then took his webs and stuck it right up in his face and said, if I do this, it's going to go in your lungs and you'll asphyxiate before anyone can do anything and you'll be dead. And he said, if Aunt May dies, I'm coming back.
There was also the time that Doc Ock took over his body and then punched a regular dude.
Somebody and knocked his face off.
His whole head exploded.
Yeah, that was when Doc Ock realized that, holy shit, he's been holding back. Yeah, that's what. I understand.
Point is, even holding back, Fisk takes punches from Spider-Man, and tanks bullet shit. He has tanked bullet shots from the Punisher. Yeah. He's good, but he should be at least. Like he should be fine to take a bullet shot. Yes, I know the eye is a weak point, but honestly, the real Kingpin should have grabbed the fuck out of that gun and fought back.
What the actual fuck was that game that the Native Americans were playing at the beginning of episode 2?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm not a historian.
What was that?
It looks like fucking. It just looks like and I use air quotes, historical fucking what's that? Lacrosse? Is that what that was?
I mean, it was I don't know.
Oh shit!
It was just bizarre because
it looked like fucking lacrosse.
The choreography was terrible. The way it's like they're supposed to be, the way all these athletes are supposed to be moving to try and win and everything. So it's just like, okay, it was there to show an example of the first Choctaw, right?
I don't fucking know. Okay, so in the
we
early
both
versions
watched,
of
we both watched this today, and
I know I don't care enough. Anyway, according to Google, the early versions of lacrosse matches played by Native American nations included 100 to 1,000 men or more using wooden sticks, sometimes with net baskets or pockets attached to a small deer hide wrapped balls. So the Native Americans made lacrosse.
So it was a legitimate depiction of Native American sport. So again, I have to give the writers another compliment. Bravo.
Now, granted, this is the History Channel's official report, so who fucking knows how accurate it is?
I'll believe the History Channel over fucking Wikipedia.
But there is artwork of them playing this game.
Okay. Then, hey, kudos to the writers for doing some actual legitimate research. See, I give compliments when they're due. And, you know,
teams would consist of the game we played by 100 to 1,000 people at a time.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot. Maya's Echo is still a selfish twat who doesn't care about her friends and family, getting him into trouble. Bullies her cousin into doing something he's not comfortable with.
Like, I mean, all of her family.
Doug, happy New Year, Doug. You are awesome. Echo was dog shit. Yes, it was. Yep, I know. You found other ways to get to acquire it for viewing and research purposes. Couldn't make it through the first episode, showing my support for the stream. Thank you, Doug. As always, you are awesome. You are wonderful. You are always welcome here, my man. My man, Doug, MPA for $4.99. Thank you so much, as always. I almost didn't make it through the first episode, but when no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to review it. I watched the third episode for the majority on 1.5 speed. But I had to go when all Echo was doing when her and Bonnie were talking to each other through sign language. I had to have the subtitles on, and I had to slow it down and pause it so that I could know what the hell was going on. Otherwise, 1.5 speed through the whole thing. I just couldn't be bothered. I wanted to get it over with. Oh, goodness gracious.
So it was a struggle to watch. It really was. Do you actually have notes?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Oh, cringe girl power. The whole thing is cringe girl power. It's beginning to end with cringe girl power. Okay. It's all cringe girl power because now to be fair, there is a scene in the first episode where it shows her as a child going to learn martial arts. And so she has it even if it was just a little bit, they were actually bothered enough to show where she got her training from. She wasn't just automatically good. No, she actually went through some training.
Well, her father knew that she was gonna live a life in the
her dad wanted something better for her.
But he still knew that something might happen, so he prepared her. Like, when people are, I mean, if you know that you live in that kind of life, that your daughter might become dangerous, so why not have your daughter be ready to defend herself?
Yeah, good point. And again, setup and payoff. They set up a history and showed it something like payoff. So yeah, the train, that whole scene, that abomination. I got so many problems with that.
I don't know how she got under that. There's nothing for her to grab onto. I want to know how.
Yeah, sure. Like, trains are loud, but you don't notice sudden banging that's out of place.
Also, look, I know this is going to sound, I don't know, I don't know, misogynistic or whatever, but that stupid little smirk. She wasted time to turn her face to the camera to smirk that she stuck past the dude when he had his back turned to her when she jumped over the train cart.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was just irritated. But it's like, okay.
But like, how did she slip under the track, under the cart without falling off? There's nothing to grab.
Yeah, I was a little curious about that myself. But then you move on to, again, her prosthetic leg the integrity of the leg was extremely compromised, and yet she was still able to put weight on it.
Her Native American magic.
I press X to doubt. It's like crutches. Crutches are made for a certain reason. They have a certain amount of integrity to it. You bend them like that, I don't think prosthetic legs are made with solid metal. They're pipes, just like somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please. I welcome it. I don't like to be wrong. Unless it's an opinion, then you can kiss my ass.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, let's see. So, in my thoughts, when the pipe is crushed, when the leg is crushed in any way, shape, or form, that damages the integrity. You put weight on it, then it's going to bend further and further and further. And she jumped across multiple carts, landing on one leg while the train is moving, and did not lose her balance.
Nowadays, more lightweight and durable materials such as plastic, aluminum, titanium, and silicone are the common prosthetics. No, that's what common
carbon fiber. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Carbon fiber. What do you think? What do I think makes a good female character? Personality.
Samus Aran.
Sarah Connor, Ellen Ripley, Samus, strong female character that struggles. Generally the same. Okay, what makes a good female character? The same thing that makes a good male character: relatability, struggle. Because in any story, us
flaws,
as people,
not perfect in every way.
We like flaws in the characters that we can relate to because we're able to relate to those flaws in some way, shape, or form. There are different aspects of male and female characters that people can relate to. And you know what? Even animals, like in Brother Bear or in other sorts of animated shows, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, shit like that, aspects of a character that are not superficial that you can relate to and understand in some way, shape, or form. Again,
also confidence in a way that is also not demeaning to their male counterparts, like not constantly trying to one up all the men around them. Like be proud in your strengths, but not to the point where it's like I have to be better than you than everything.
I don't even have a problem with that. Because it shows a drive in that character, a need to succeed.
I didn't say not have a drive. I said like be proud of your strengths and succeed, but not so much where it's your character identity to be better than like just because you're a woman that you need to be better than a man is what I mean.
Well, if you look at the movie G.I. Jane, that was part of that character's struggle where she just had to be able to do it. She wanted to be as good as the men, and she wanted to do everything possible that she could to prove herself. And that was that was a fantastic movie with a strong female character who had struggle. I
meant like where it's not like the woke message stuff. I'm talking about, you know what I'm getting at. Like
I know what you.
It's hard to explain.
No, it's not hard to explain. A character whose accomplishments are not just handed to them on a silver platter without them trying to work towards them. I bypassed the compressor. How do you know what a compressor is? Well, there's a Star Destroyer right there. Yes, but it's not working. It's not functional. You don't know what these things do because there's no power going to any of the mechanisms. So tell me, how do you know what a fucking compressor is?
I mean, being good at everything for no reason.
Yes, that is.
Or like how you said when Ariel was able to steer her ship.
How the fuck she does? Oh, well, she's seen one, yes, but she doesn't know what or how or why it works. You know, it doesn't. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had a problem with that scene. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, yes, is definitely a good example because she struggles, she's not the bestest, and she has guns.
Samus Aran, Zelda, as he said, Sarah Connor, Ripley, Lara Croft, hell, even minor characters like what's her name? Keira Nightingale's character from the Pirates of the Caribbean was a great female character. What was her name? Do you remember? Selena Kyle.
Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah, that Elizabeth Swan. She was a great female character.
Yeah,
and,
a fantastic character.
Like she was able to fight.
I don't use the female. She was a great female character. We don't talk like that. Normal people do not talk like that. Sorry. We talk about a great character. Elizabeth Swan was a fantastic character. Keira Knightley is yummy. Keira Knightley.
Kate Beckinsale as Selena from Underworld.
Oh. I'm gonna need a minute.
I mean, those are the types of characters. I mean, hell, more modern. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow before they made the singular movie.
Disney. Yes, absolutely. She used her sexuality to gain the upper hand, and she was athletic. She hit the weak points of the guys that she was going up against. Use the weak points. Crack that motherfucker in the knee and drop him to the ground and then finish him off.
Even what's her name? Maria Hill. Maria Hill, Shield director that was under Nick Fury before Disney.
Oh, the one that got shot in the
totally. Pepper Potts before Disney.
She used her wit. She used her wit and intelligence as that was her weapon. Another interesting character. You're really going to bring up Hermione? Yeah. I think in the books, I think she was a good character as well. A well-written character, even though Harry Potter
she was a know-it-all, so that was her flaw, and she had to learn to be
a good character that still has a flaw that she has to overcome. Oh my goodness, they all had flaw. Like that's things that a regular person can relate to. Alita Battle Angel, another fantastic. I got to read that manga. God damn it, I got the first two.
But these are just examples of what I guess without using words to describe it, those are examples of what we would like.
Wait a minute, I thought we hated female characters. I thought we were misogynist man babies that hated strong female characters. How many did we just go over?
At least 12 minimum.
We can keep
probably
fucking going.
I wasn't counting.
That's why that whole narrative that fucking John Roche fucking head up his ass goes over. I cannot stand that shit. It's just straw man gaslighting. Let's convince everybody that all these criticisms are because of man babies that hate female characters. You don't want a female in charge of anything. No, I want a good goddamn story. That's it. I want a character that isn't fucking perfect. Okay, I'm sorry. A character who is perfect in every way, that everybody loves, that just gets handed everything, doesn't go through any sort of struggle.
Unless it's satire.
Unless it's satire and parody. But how can you relate to a character like that? There's no struggle. There's no achievement. There's no change from the beginning of the story between Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. There's nothing there. You bring up Daenerys Targaryen. Oh, fuck that. Oh, season 8. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I love Daenerys through the entire series.
I loved her naked.
It's not the end, really, when she was losing her shit, because it felt forced and quick and too.
You think? Every single character in season 8 was shit on and destroyed.
But like pre the last season, I loved most of it. Even though she was a fucking twat, I still like Cersei as a character. Like the Lannister. Cersei Lannister,
her ability to manipulate and just get her way through one way, shape, or form. Yes, that good character writing.
Arya Stark, great character. Sansa was kind of Sansa actually got better at the end of the show. Honestly, they kind of did. I will say they kind of made her character better.
You gotta hate her. Okay, so hold on. I gotta
hate her. But she's a great character.
Why did you hate her? Did you just why did you hate her
because she did fucked up shit?
Did so the character was written to a point where her actions were believable, and you did not like that. I mean, is that why, or you just didn't like the actress?
Oh no, the actress was great. She
I'm
did a
talking
great
to
job making you
Joshua,
hate her.
dipshit.
I
was
know.
asking. I was asking Josh.
I mean, I'm giving my opinion because
Yeah.
I can speak faster than he can.
She's a bitch. She's a villain. But again, her performance, the writing, and everything, her own villain's arc was good enough that you despise the character. Well, yeah, I mean, that set that Ned Stark getting his head chopped off set the tone where nobody's protected. And what did they do in season 8? Everybody's got plot armor. Stupid fucking shit. Horrible person in the story. Yep, that was the point of her character. And that's how it was. That's why
I mean, the same with the kid who played Buck. Oh,
Joffrey.
Shit. Joffrey Land. Oh,
that poor bastard. People were cursing him out on the street because they related his character to him as a person. It's like, God damn. It's like that's when you know an actor is doing a great performance. And unfortunately, it boils over into real life, which is fucking retarded. You see how much we love talking about Echo?
But still, Cersei was a great fucking character. She was hated, but she was a great character. She was a great villain.
I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna try to clip this little section where we're talking about actual, well-written, strong female characters. Yeah, I think.
What's her name? She had a short time in the series, but what's her name? The girl who was like the whole meme, like you know nothing, Jon Snow. Fuck. Or is that what she said? I like the wild chick. I really liked her. Oh fuck. Brianna Tarth. Great fucking character. The night chick, the one who wanted to be
she was one of the wildlings.
No, Brianna Tarth was the
I'm talking about the one who said nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
That's another hottie. She's a redhead.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Memorable quote from the Wilding Egret. So yeah, Frostfang got it right. Egret. See, I watched the show in passing because my ex watched it all the time religiously.
I binge watched it when it was almost over. So I mean, I just went through the whole thing.
Redhead, baby. It's so nice to talk about well-written, interesting characters who aren't perfect in every way. Just the food. No, God. It's okay. It's okay for a character to have faults, male or female. It makes them relatable. When you put someone on the screen that's just the bestest ever and has only one facial expression, people are going to go, that's not interesting.
Well, her facial expression is just pissed all the time. Echo, I mean.
Oh, God. Echo, and we can go back to Korra from Rebel Moon. We go back to Ahsoka in Ahsoka. It's like one facial. Oh, they're stoic. One singular facial expression throughout the entire show, the entire series is like, what on God's green earth makes you think these characters are interesting, are relatable? That's all. Like, on top of a good story, we want characters that we can relate to outside of superficiality. Because superficial shit, it gets old, it gets boring, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Oh, God. So the train incident, the train scene. Oh, God.
Where she somehow magically gets her ancestor magic and pulls the cart off her.
Yeah,
is able to the strength to push the train off of her leg.
The ancestors have no problem with her being. She's a bad guy. She is not. She is the bad guy, and they're going to help her. She's responsible for killing all these people. Well, she's the good guy. They were evil. Okay, she's still evil. She's still the bad guy. She worked for Kingpin. Oh, she had a change of heart. No, she didn't. She wants to take over his gig. Okay. It should be a queen. The king is dead. It's time for a queen. That means that line right there.
Oh,
says,
that shit.
Echo is trying to become. She's trying to take over Kingpin's role. Okay.
What time
That's
did Kingpin
not a good
have the
guy.
role? He just stepped into Marvel. Like literally, he had
Well,
what an episode and a half in Marvel with, and then now
but
they're already trying to get
the
rid of him.
They're keeping the Netflix Daredevil in there as canon, so he's been
Really?
part. Yes, it's
Well, that's
the fiction.
verified.
As far as I know, yeah. Somebody can in the chat correct me if I'm wrong.
Let's find out.
But
Next time on
no,
Dragon Ball Z.
no, she has the next time on Dragon Ball Z. That line is in the show when she's talking to the uncle on the water tower. She said, "It's the king is dead. It's time. Maybe it's time for a queen." That tells me that she doesn't want to ruin Kingpin's gig. She wants to be in charge of his territory. She wants to take over his role. She wants a war with him. So I'm sorry, that's not the sign of a good guy.
Okay.
That's not the hero. And her ancestors are helping her. It's like, really?
Okay, so according to this, but in recent interview with Screen Rant, so take that with what you will.
Oh fuck, Jesus Christ!
MCU producer Brad Winderbaum.
Who cares? Gives a fuck.
While still playing a little cagey and careful with his wording, seemed to declare that the old Daredevil series as officially MCU canon.
Yep.
That means that Kingpin knows who Daredevil is. Because that was so at the end of like season 2 or 3, Daredevil took off his mask and said, "I want to show you who's beating you."
Yeah.
So Matthew Murdock took off his mask and revealed himself to Kingpin at the end of the series.
Okay, that's fine.
And also Frank Castle is also around somewhere, and then there's Luke Cage, and then God forbid Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, but that means
no. Frostfang is talking about what we were saying about Echo taking over the role, taking over Kingpin shit. That wasn't a comment on you, Joshua. So the truck, Echo jumps off, lands in the bed of the truck, and flips out the back, and manages to hang on as the truck slams on its brakes before it hits the tunnel and turns. This is not an off-road truck with off-road tires going at a high rate of speed, makes a sharp turn and maintains control. Am I wrong for criticizing that scene?
The whole fucking scene is criticizable. I want to know, as a cosplayer, I want to know where she got that adhesive that instantly bonded the metal to the metal.
I want to know where the fuck she got the bomb. How about that? Where'd she get the explosives?
I mean, I don't know.
Where'd she get the explosive that initially blew everything up?
I don't know. She jerry-rigged it. I mean,
her ancestors don't care how evil she is.
Maybe they're just mad. Maybe they're like, okay, this is gonna sound terrible.
Of course, go for
it. They're supporting her because she's getting back at the white man who's in charge.
Yes.
Because,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
No, I just said yes. Of course, yes. I was cheering. I was agreeing with you, cheering you on, saying yes. Get back at the white man.
Because Wilson Fisk is the white man, and he's in charge. The white man came in and did all the bad things to the Native Americans. I'm not justifying what they did. Not saying that, but this is just this is a personal guess. I guess a presumption as to if, even though she's doing all these terrible things and killing people, they're not innocent, but she is taking down a white-owned empire. And I'm pretty sure those older Native Americans probably hate white people. So
yeah.
For good reason, too. For good fucking reason why they hate him.
Oh, sure. I have a question for you. I know you haven't watched episode 3, but I want you to keep this in mind. Why are we constantly writing bad guys to be so fucking stupid in order to move the plot along and have the good guys win? Why has that become a thing? Why did the bad guys have to be so stupid?
Because plot needs them to be.
Plot. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with that. When you make the bad guys incompetent, And when you watch episode 3, you will know you will understand what I'm saying. When you write the bad guys to be completely and I mean utterly incompetent, that does not help your protagonist. Okay, it diminishes the protagonist's accomplishments because if they're so stupid, of course the good guy's going to win. You know, go back to the days where.
But you know they have to, because in a room full of guys with guns, one of them could just pop a shot and kill her.
Then you do a better job of writing the scene. When you make the bad guys intelligent and the good guys still win, that promotes that increases the accomplishments of the good guys. Okay.
I mean, at least
let's hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back to the Avengers when Loki is attacking. Okay. The bad guy is smart, but the good guy's a little bit smarter. Hawkeye shoots him with a very particular arrow because, of course, Hawkeye knows how strong Loki is, how smart and how fast he is because he's a fucking god. I'm a god. So he tries to, he outsmarts. Of course, he's durable. He's a god or a half giant, whatever. So Hawkeye uses a little bit of his wit and, for whatever, to get the upper hand against Loki by using an explosive arrow. These things make the good guys look better. When the bad guy is smart, calculating, and plans ahead, and the good guys win, it makes the good guys look that much better. When the bad guys smash. And then that's the greatest thing. I am a god. I love that. God, I love that scene.
But like, I know you haven't seen the show yet, but like, so for example, like how she's in an open room, right? And she has all these guys like in different areas that could have just shot her before she got to them. In the Daredevil Netflix series, when Daredevil would enter a place, he would make sure he only fought in like either in darkness or narrow hallways, so that way they couldn't surround him and get a chance to shoot him.
She does something to get the upper hand, but the bad guys are still completely and utterly incompetent.
What I'm saying is like Daredevil in the Netflix show.
You want me to tell her what she does to get the upper hand?
No, I'll see it whenever I watch it.
So, but that's another thing I will compliment them on, because she does use some tactics, but the bad guys are still incompetent in the scene. It could have been done so much better. It could have been a lot better. But I guess again, it comes across as either AI written or first draft. Like first draft, put it out. No, like let's discuss this. How can we make her look better? Because that's what you want to do when you're writing a story. Again, give them a struggle, give the protagonist a struggle, something they have to overcome. But you want to make sure that when the good guys win, they look better and better and better. In order to do that, you have to make the bad guys powerful. You have to make them smart. And that is something that is sorely lacking in modern writing. We're not going to get into this episode. I'm
just saying,
I have so many issues.
What I'm saying is, for people who like to like when they people fight, I hate when I see like a room full of people who have guns and they're fighting in an open area and they don't just shoot them. Like that's why I appreciate the older Daredevil shows. Like he like I said, he knocked out all the lights, made sure that no one could see him, so that way he could surprise them before the lights got turned back on. Or he fought in narrow hallways where they couldn't get a clear shot because they didn't want to shoot their allies. So because he had them so compacted while beating their asses that, like,
see, that's intelligent writing. And like I said, in this one particular scene, there is a hint. There is a hint of intelligent writing where Echo is using her abilities or lack thereof to her advantage. So you can figure it out based on that, what she does. But again, it's just, there's other aspects of the whole episode where it's just like, why did the bad guys have to be so fucking stupid? Why do they have to be so stupid? I hate it. I hate it. It's so frustrating. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
But I mean, I have no issues with how female characters being strong or whatever, yada yada yada. I don't like how the modern message is now put into them because they used to be great characters without all that bullshit. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. I get that, like, it's because the people who have the loudest voice online are bitching and complaining, and that's what the companies think that we want. And then they're trying so hard because, like, I guarantee you, whoever's in charge of Disney doesn't actually get on the fucking internet. And they're just trusting their board, and their board has hired some like young people to like say, hey, this is what what they want. This is what the internet's tracking. Like they're not actually doing their own research. They're tracking whatever's trending. And
this right here, female characters are not the problem. No, absolutely, they are not, and they never have been the problem. It's how they're handled. Okay, hey. So I'll address a couple of things. Let's see. As Guardians of Simple Celestial Beings. When am I going to stream Monster Hunter? There's so many. There's so much shit I got to get used to before I look like too much of an idiot. But also right now I need to finish Bendy and the Dark Revival. Hey. Angels of Death, is it on PlayStation? Because right now that's all I can stream from as far as games go. Bob Iger is in charge of Disney. Bob Iger is going to tank Disney. I mean, just since he has come in charge, the quality has gone downhill. The idea that it's quantity over quality right now. And it's obvious. So if Angels of Death is on Steam, I have to get a new computer before I can do anything on Steam. But once I do that, all kinds of shit's going to change. Once I'm able to either do like once I get a new desktop powerful enough, I'm going to get a capture card as well. That way I can use I'll probably start using OBS to stream games. That way you can see my ugly mug, like you at least see my icon on the screen as I'm playing. These are my goals for 2024. First of all, I want to at least get up to 2,000 subs, which means I got some work ahead of me. Hey, if I get over that, awesome. 800 away.
All right, I'm back.
We're going to work on getting a new desktop and streaming through OBS. That way I have more control over the stream and more control over the chat.
What I miss.
Just more control over everything. I was just talking to people in chat.
Are you actually going to get a gaming PC now?
That's my goal this year. Actually my first goal is to fucking get that piece of shit van replaced.
What van?
Yeah. Van.
Oh, I mean, if you want, you're welcome to. I'll host the streams on my OBS. That way, you don't have to.
Oh no, if I'm doing it, no, not this stream. Everything's okay for the live streams. I'm talking about when I'm for gaming, because right now the only thing I'm gaming from is the PlayStation, is PS5, and there's not a lot of control when streaming from the PS5. If I can get, it's on. Okay,
I have great control because I have a good gaming PC and I have a good graphics card, or a good capture card that I can just power through all my stuff through my PlayStation to my computer.
Right. Ark, I'm trusting you because you recommended
what's on PlayStation?
You recommended Killer Frequency, so
yeah, I've seen that. It's an okay game.
Killer Frequency or Angels of Death?
Killer Frequency.
I played it. Dude, I played it last Friday. I beat it. I played it 4.5 hours, and yeah.
Then why are you trying to rebuy it?
I'm not trying. Are you paying attention?
No, I told you I was
talking about Angels of Death. We're on Angels of Death now.
You mean the anime or the manga?
Yep. So that's what I was saying is Ark recommended Killer Frequency. I played it and was extremely satisfied with that goddamn game. That was fantastic. You want to rant for some more for another hour? I got to be very careful because again, as always, at night I have most of my work I got to finish up at night to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. So, Angels of Death. So, based on Ark's recommendation of Killer Frequency, I'm going to. I think I got to wait a couple of days before I get it. How long? Let's see. The sale is going on till the 18th. So yeah, it's on sale for $9. I'll get it between now and then. And yep. Forrest everybody's Ark was saying that Forrest I remind her of Forrest or vice versa, whatever. Yeah. It's another horror game. Well, yeah, I'm before I play anything else, I have to finish streaming Dark Revival. And that fucking terror. But yeah, I have a few goals this year for the channel, as well as my toy channel that I want to get more shit done on that.
Well, he got a whole little Ziploc bag full of toys this week. So
a bunch of little minifigures. I genuinely think some of them are knockoff or either knockoff or not black market. Bootleg.
I mean, do you care?
No, I don't. It's Ninja Turtles. It's the Ninja Turtles. I'm almost positive the Ninja Turtles are bootleg, but I'm pretty sure like the Winnie the Pooh stuff and the Sesame Street stuff. I don't think. Oh, excuse me. I don't think those are bootlegs.
You have
Which
taken
again,
out of the bag yet?
Yes, I've taken them out of the bag.
Do you have them set up on your little shelf somewhere?
Not yet. I need to get some more little platforms for them. I don't want to talk about Ray Palpatine. I'm tired of talking about that plank of wood of a character. Well, if there's DLC for it, I'm gonna have to check it out. Like I said, if this one's another banger arc, you're gonna recommend all the psychological horror games for me to play. See, I always like talking about far more entertaining things than I don't know, Echo. What were we talking about before you went AFK?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Stuff.
My
girlfriend got home from work. That's what I want to go say hi.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
What do you mean negativity?
Talking about my obsession with Legos.
Oh.
Ha.
Oh yeah, she made fun of him a little bit while we were on the phone. While I was buying the Legos for him at the convention, she gave him a little bit of shit for it, and she thinks it's funny.
What is with your obsession with Legos? Like, I don't need that sort of negativity in my life. Thank you very much. So I sent her a picture of the shelves that I have in my bedroom. I need to get more shelves. I'm running out of space, especially since the Ornithopter's coming out next month. The Dune Ornithopter. I am so excited for that.
Speaking of that, she finally got me to watch the Dune movie.
Yes, and
it was there.
Oh, fuck you.
It's okay, but it was
okay. Oh God. Oh. I'd tell when did I play Greedfall? I think I played the first couple of hours of Greedfall. It's definitely interesting. I had difficulty with it because I think isn't Greedfall a Souls-like game where you have to really pay attention to that dodge button? No, I wasn't used to it. I'm a little bit more used to it now after playing Elden Ring. So I might go revisit Greedfall as well. I do enjoy talking about good. See, I love this. Good, well-written female characters. Not exactly what. Oh, not exactly. Oh, Greedfall's not exactly. I remember the first monster I had to fight, the one that pops out of the ship in the very beginning, because that's how far I got. The very beginning of the game, going through all the missions and stuff, and when you go to the docks, the fucking monster that, oh God. Oh, Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. Yes, those are good female characters. Not Galadriel from Rings of Power. She was a shit character.
From Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Oh God, I could not even watch that. I watched everyone else talk about that shit, that nonsense. Oh man. So what do we got coming up? So we're gonna watch the.
Did you ever finish watching any episodes of What If yet?
No, I haven't watched episodes of What If.
The first episode is
what kind of dumb shit did Grace say this week?
I don't want to watch Grace Randolph. Please don't.
Oh, come on.
I don't like her.
We love Grace Randolph. So, oh God. I want to talk about someone who swallows their foot on a regular basis.
I don't think Mario's gonna make $1 billion.
Anyway. So what do we say? What do we have coming up? Beekeepers comes out this week.
No idea what that is.
That is the Jason Statham movie. It's another wonderful revenge flick. It looks like fuck John Campea. He's an ignorant twat too.
Do we plan on even talking about Aquaman 2? Like, are we even going to bother with that?
I haven't watched it. I have no
Neither
desire
have
to
I.
watch it. But here's what we're going to talk about for Aquaman 2. Aquaman 1 made over $1 billion. Aquaman 2 was a massive flop. What else do you need to know? Superhero fatigue, while is definitely becoming a thing. Bad movie fatigue is definitely a thing. So you got 2 movies that came out this year that were follow-ups to billion-dollar movies, and both of those movies tanked. Oh, the Marvels, they had to true up the numbers. It came in at $198 million, so it did not even make over $200 million. The Marvels did not break 200 million after the full numbers came in.
And didn't they say it was going to, or wasn't it projected to, or something like that?
Most, like, what do you mean? Like the pundits, the know-it-alls were thinking it was going to be a big, hot, successful shit movie.
I don't know.
I mean, I figured it was going to make about 400 or 500 million. DC stands for Dead Company. I genuinely thought the Marvels was going to make $400 million just because, hey, it's a superhero flick. Maybe superhero fatigue isn't dead. Maybe people are going to go see this movie just to see what the next piece. Nope. Worldwide could not even break 200 million.
Like no one gave 2 rats asses about it.
Huh? Yeah, nobody cared. Let's see. Sanguine. I love how the woke treat Barbie, Captain Marvel, and Baldur's Gate as proof go woke, go broke is a myth. Okay, so I don't understand how Baldur's Gate was woke. If you think Baldur's Gate had any sort of ideology attached to it simply because of the bear scene, I saw the bear scene as a bunch of gamers sitting around the table on a weekend having fun. That's what that scene said to me. And that's why everybody in the crowd was laughing their asses off, because it was a hilarious fucking scene. A druid had sex with a vampire. That sounds like one of my weekend gaming nights when I was gaming. That's what that sounded like to me.
So the reason why Baldur's, because I obviously, some of y'all know I still haven't finished my playthrough of it. I probably should get back to that eventually. Yes, there is gay characters in the show. There's no trans characters as far as I know. I mean, I don't know. Your main character being
guess what?
You can make one.
You can make a trans character in Cyberpunk. That game's not woke.
Point is, it's not about what's between your pants in the game. Like, the characters exist, but it doesn't matter. They don't focus on it. They don't care whether you're gay, straight. None of that is matter. There's a story they're trying to tell, and they focus on that. You got a fucking parasite in your head that's about to turn you into a mind flare. Find a way to get rid of it. Also, there's a bunch of like gods and demons and all kinds of shit, hags, monsters trying to kill you, make deals with you, fuck you, or all three above. All answers above. Never once is it mentioned. Like, they don't ask you what your pronouns are. They don't ask you if you're a man. They don't ask you if you're a woman. They don't ask if you're trans, bi, straight, gay, whatever. They don't give a fuck.
So my question would be is what does the ideological side consider? Why do they consider it their crowning jewel? What are the reasons that they are giving as to why representation? That's fucking it. You got representation again, I bring Cyberpunk up all the time. The trans community attacked that game. Okay. These nonsensical ideological journalists attacked Mike Pondsmith and CD Projekt Red for the depiction of the Voodoo Boys, calling it derogatory and racist on how the Voodoo Boys were depicted and their accent. And yet you had actual Haitians come over and go, "That's my people. That's my people." They were excited to hear that accent and how they were talking. And the LGBT crowd, the trans community, attacked CD Projekt Red because of a fucking poster of a chick with a massive schlong underneath her outfit. Oh, they're oh, I can't remember what the fuck it said. And it's like, it's 2077. Of course they're being used as a marketing tool. Of course, that means you've made it. So it's all a matter of how does that crowd see it as ideological. I can't stand using the term woke because woke means something different to everybody. To me, that's why I prefer the term ideologically driven, like putting the message over the story. And again, I don't. Cyberpunk wasn't even close to that. Cyberpunk was all about story. The bartender, like fucking bartender's trans. You have to figure it out. You have to go through her story and pay really close attention. It's not on the nose. It's not beating you over the head with it. Let's see. That tree as a crowning jewel. You can do what you want. Let's see. You can do what you want in it because of the minimum. Okay, so because of the minimalist representation that's present, also mods that have changed. I don't even care about mods that have changed character, gender, and race were banned. That's on Nexus, not the studio. That's on Nexus, not the games. Okay,
dude. What are you talking about? Larian Studios. They said, "Oh, you want to make mods for the game? Fucking here, do whatever you want."
No. Okay, so Nexus, you know what Nexus Mods is? That
yeah.
Website that hosts mods.
That's the place I can find my mods. Yes.
Yeah, they've come out and banned anyone taking terms out of the game, like changing and stuff like that. And it's like, why? Like, or adding male and female gender-based stuff into the game and stuff like that. And so Nexus Mods is obviously ideologically driven. They have picked a side. So
Larian Studios,
let them do, but not
on
Larian.
Their second. I'm saying on their second update they made for the game when they were quote unquote patching it, or they didn't really have to patch much because the game was basically working. Very few bugs. I'm talking about very, very few bugs. Anyway, Larian Studios, when the second patch they made an open source mod. They said, "Oh, you want to mod the game? Do whatever the fuck you want. It's D&D. We don't care. Play the game. Have fun. Just don't break it."
Staff change with there was a staff so some loose evidence that staff changed between the first two story arcs and the third. See, I can't comment on this because I haven't played it yet. I do want to.
I have. It's a fucking great game.
Well, I want to play it because of what I've heard. You have so many different options to complete each task.
Yeah,
like I've heard the hundreds of different things that you can do. Like the example that was given, the Goblin Camp, like all the different ways that you can complete the Goblin Camp scenario. So it's like, it just sounds interesting to me. But Frost brings this up. Wizards of the Coast, again, that's another company that if you've been paying attention, Wizards of the Coast, ideologically driven. They have picked a side. They have 100%.
They made Aragorn and other characters from Lord of the Rings black when they weren't supposed to.
Before that. Oh, it was shit like that was happening before that. As far as Ncuti Gatwa being Doctor Who, I don't know. I have not been keeping up enough with it. If the story's good, I don't care. I want a good story. That's it. A good story that makes sense, or that's I just want to be entertained. And if you're gonna beat me over the head with your ideological message, I don't find that entertaining. I'm gonna move on to something else. So something I've heard, the ratings are down for Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor Who. Ratings are down. That's all I know. That's why you haven't seen me talk about it. I watched, I think I made one video on Doctor Who. I watched the first episode of the new season of the Doctor Who, and the problems I had with it, the scenes that everybody was complaining about, the whole, did you just assume his pronouns? They felt extremely forced and extremely out of place. That was my criticism of it. As far as outside of those scenes, I couldn't care less about that. the retcons, I can understand why people being upset about the retcons. I get it. I understand completely. I don't have that much. I guess you would call. I don't have a stake in the game. Period. I watch shows like that. Is this going to entertain me? Outside, like with the first episode, outside of those particular scenes, I thought the story was okay. Something that would, it's like, well, let me watch the next episode, or let me go back and watch the other Doctors. Like going back, I can't even remember the fucker's name. Going back and watching all the quote unquote new seasons of Doctor up until Jodie Whittaker. So it accomplished that, which I think is a good thing. If it brings new fans into it, for me, it accomplished it. Unfortunately, it was still shit because of those on the nose, heavy-handed scenes. If you know what I mean. Does that make sense?
I've never seen any Doctor Who. I don't plan on watching Doctor Who.
It's not. I mean, that's fine. It's not something that's in your wheelhouse. That's fine.
I know some people that I don't like. I just never watched it to begin with because I never had the time to sit down and watch it. But there's some people that I don't like that I know really like it, and that just turns me off from watching it.
A good bit of the older Doctor Who, it's not bad. They have very interesting stories. It's fantastical, all that stuff. Greedfall, small studio which has created a BioWare-esque game where it's not ideologically driven. Works for me. I want something that's going to entertain me and that's not going to beat me over the head and be preachy. That's what I look for in all of my entertainment. I'm not interested in a lecture. I'm interested in escapism. That's what video games are for us. That's what movies and TV shows, that's what it is. Music. A way to escape the nonsense of reality. And when you insert your own personal ideas and beliefs, regardless of whether or not I hold those same ideologies and beliefs, I'm not interested. Story first. Character arcs first. Give me the story first. Weave your messages in there as much as you want to, but give me a good story first. Okay? That's all we want. But anyway, we're going to call it now because it's 10:22. It's getting late. We've gone almost 3.5 hours. So
3.5 hours? You mean 2.5 hours?
Shut up. I'm tired.
Did you forget how to count?
Yep, I did. I forgot how to count. Yes. See, like we said, Charbino Bechinoy, she's already beating people over the head with her activism in politics. And that is going to turn off what little Star Wars fans you have. That's it. So what we got coming up, I'm going to be watching The Beekeeper because it looks like a fun fucking movie. It looks like a fun, nonsensical, a very simple plot. Man wants to get revenge. Cool. I'm all in favor of it. But the last 3 episodes of Echo, so we can talk about that next week. Anything on the platter that's coming up? Maybe we'll talk about it more. I'm okay. I promise. I'm going to check out some episodes of What If. We're going to go there. So other than that, what you got going on? Oh yeah, this weekend I'm going to do some more Bendy and the Dark Revival.
I mean, I'm not sure. I saw there's some games coming out soon that I really want to play. The new Grand Blue Fantasies coming out at the it's not gonna be a fighter game, it's gonna be an open world RPG. So I'm looking forward to playing that. I still have to finish Baldur's Gate 3. I still haven't finished it. I really want to. I've just been lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been busy with working. I'm trying to open up a new bank account, so I gotta like try and make enough money to put into the new bank account. So I've been working a lot. I had the con that came up last weekend. I went to in New Orleans. Yada yada yada. Life. This is basically what I'm doing right now. Besides playing D&D and Magic at this point. So
what is GBF Relink? What's that saying?
Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's what you were talking about?
Yes, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I got into it whenever I watched the anime that came out a couple of years back, and then I got some of the manga. I read some of that. when I found out it was a game, and it's like it's a fighter game like Street Fighter or Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and I'm not really a big fighter game type of guy, but I do like open world RPGs, and they're making a new one that comes out at the end of this month that I've been waiting years for.
Relink. So I see Rising.
Hold on.
So Grand Blue is one word.
It's not grand. It's grand, like GRAN blue, one word.
Ah, there it is. Let's see what this is. So Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That's the one.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this game for at least like 4 years
supports
now.
Supports up to 4 players on PlayStation Plus, 1-player game. Okay. So are you telling me this is something that we could play together?
I mean, sure. Yeah, we could.
I mean, hey, Relink basically looks like Monster Hunter, but not entirely. Purchases made for the
also Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out this year, and I'm super fucking excited about that. That's not till March.
Yeah, I never played the first one, but I've heard good things about it.
Sir, get out. Get out of your own stream.
What?
It's a fantastic game.
Yeah, kick me out of my own stream. Huh?
That is literally my favorite game, like ever.
So Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is available January 28th. Oh,
like
DD2.
I played Dragon's Dogma on the PS3 when it originally came out, and then I kept rebuying it for the next generation because I love playing the game. I've played it so many times. What? Sanguine, get out. Get out, Sanguine. No, he said you could skip Dragon's. No, that is a great.
Okay, he's saying you could skip it and just play Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh yeah. Because like
that's what he's saying.
Okay. Yes, it is a fantastic game.
Play Dogma 2. All right.
What I'm hearing is that they're doing their own story for the new game because they're not making a continuation. Because the game, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but the game has like multiple endings you can get. The original. And it's about cycles, which you'll have to play the game to find out.
So
you should play it.
Dragon's Dogma is Dark Arisen.
That's what that's what the DLC included. Which they just made it all one game, so you don't have to rebuy the DLC.
$5.
Yeah, so you don't have to rebuy the DLC. Yeah, it's a great fucking game. It's not a direct sequel. It's just another Arisen's Tale, basically. It's just they're not going to connect the two games to each other. So your shit's not going to affect the two games. So you can play them separately.
This is on sale until the 18th, so
you should still play it. It's a great fucking game. I will stand by that.
$70. God damn. Digital purchases should be cheaper.
What for? What? Dragon's Dogma 2?
For anything, digital purchases should be cheaper because you're not paying for the overhead. There's no overhead. It's a digital download.
And what made me so upset about Dragon's Dogma is that there was technically there was a game in between Dragon's Dogma and Dragon's Dogma 2, and it was Dragon's Dogma Online. But you could only play Dragon's Dogma Online if you had owned a Japanese PS4, and you had to live in Japan to play it. You had to be on a Japan server to play it, and I was pissed. I wanted to play that game, and then I was gonna,
Nothing. Go ahead. What?
I was gonna get a VPN and make a fake Japanese account, but they shut the game down and you can't play it anymore.
Okay, so we got a lot of shit planning in the works. If anything else comes up besides Echo, I'll send you a message or some shit. Echo and What If. That's what I'm gonna work on this week. Echo and What If. Oh God, we still got there's still episodes of Monarch.
Yeah, we haven't finished that. We got distracted.
Oh, Lord. We got So okay. So okay, that's gonna be it. Good night, everybody. Y'all have a good one. I miss being able to say see you next Tuesday.
I mean, you can still say it, but then just say Wednesday after.
Yeah,
but I mean, you still say
that doesn't spell out the word cunt. So
fair.
All right, I got lots of games added to my wish list. I got to see what I'm playing next for everybody. But thank you again, as always, for hanging out. We don't have Jason here to send us out on such a fantastic speech. So
if you miss his outro, just go back and watch a previous stream and you'll see it.
But yeah, what he says, I wouldn't be here without you guys. I appreciate it. All the love. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. Bye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.